Hey everybody, I wanted to take a quick second to kind of share probably one of the best exemplars of how to build this magazine article. Now this is by no means the only way or the only way it can look, but it's a very good example from a number of different standpoints. And real quick, I'm going to make a quick video to talk about that. I've shared Stacy's work with you guys already once before. I will say I do really recommend you guys building in Google slides because it does allow you to maneuver. You can, I think, go in and change the size of your slides. Let's see, so if I'm in Google and I want to go in and do a slide, I believe I can go in under File and let's see here, and I can go to Page Setup, and I think you can change this. You can customize this, and maybe say, you know, 11.5 times 8, and then let's just see what happens. And then let's see if there's anything else. Let's see, Page Setup. It doesn't really give you the option to be able to kind of go longer, so maybe we need to say 8 by 11.5. And see, now that's more like a standard page size. So what I like about Google Slides or even PowerPoint is you can just move everything around and you don't have it shifting all the other work that you've done. So anyway, let me go back to Stacy's work real quick. I've already shown you this really good use of great image, right? Which has to be cited. But I love that there's a black, one red for her name only to stand out, and then the use of headers, right? Although this is normal text, if this were, you know, headers, you could come here and say a heading 1 so that you're consistent through your entire document. Now, I'm not going to dock you guys for this because it's the content that I'm really looking for here, but just wanted to show you a couple of guides. And so like, I like how, you know, she mentions our book here, and needs to be a little bit more formal citation, but at the very least, that needs to be written for anytime you use content. I love this. This needs to be so that the NS, the word complications, doesn't get broken up in dehydration. So, but a very good use, right? Great image must be cited. You can say image source or credit image, put a colon and put the bit.ly or the tiny URL. And I'm going to try to make a video for that for you guys today too, how to do that. So these are all great things that you guys are doing because employers want to know what other skills do you have and can you work with groups. So there were some 80-something% of Fortune 500 companies, like 87%, said the #1 thing they wanted to know about a future employee is how well does he or she work with others. So while you have your own task here in this project, you do have to come together as a group and put it all together as one fluid, seamless final project. And that's typically the way in which you will work in the real world. You will have work you have to do independently, you have to bring it back to the table, you have to put it together. But if you just notice, you know, even just the conversational style, you want to make sure that you cover all the content. I can't stress that enough. We will be checking daily requirements for water. You know, I love that one of the most important things to know is here in a voter statement. Everyone needs water, just some, not as much as others. I just love the conversational style. Remember, a 5th grader, can a 5th grader understand what you've said? If there's anything that you say that a 5th grader may not understand, then you may need to revisit how you've written that. Lots of good images, lots of good, you know, just pulling out key points. This is fantastic. Like I told Stacy in the feedback, this is the amount of water that's in different foods. But make sure this is an image that can be seen easily, okay? But I do like how you've wrapped it. I do want you to be creative. I do like that you've got this tips for staying hydrated, this banner, if you will. All right, so this is really good. She finds this great image, which all of these images have to be cited. But if you notice, whenever you have an image, you should be explaining that image, and she does that very well here, okay? Drinking too much water? Yeah, you can have too much of a good thing, right? So really good job there. Great example for you, and I really, again, want to recommend if you're having troubles with every time you move something that everything else shifts, it would not take very long for you to copy paste right into a Google slide. And like I said, maybe that's something, this is a lesson learned for me as well. It's the first time I've had students do this kind of project. So I won't be dinging you guys on some of that stuff. It's notes I'll make about how to make this project a little bit better moving forward. But remember, ultimately, you know, I'm trying to help give students another option as far as textbooks go, because I'm trying to move away from having students needing to purchase anything for my class. And so I'm using you guys to help me come up with creative ways to share the content. So I hope that, and plus it's good for you. This is a great project for you to show for a future employer, an internship, a scholarship, anything that you may be trying to achieve beyond this class. So, and one of the best ways that you learn is when you have to break down and instruct and teach a concept. So I hope you are enjoying this a little more. I know the frustrations maybe with just the design part, but I hope you like this example. I think it's a fantastic example, and let me know if you have questions.